welcome back to my channel, you guys. I am the Moon Minister, but you can call me Jabriel as well, and I am back with another video. Today's video is going to be about how to manifest using the moon. Now, if you see me look down, I got some notes written down on some right here, because sometimes, you know, it can get a little all over the place with the dialect, you know, having that goddamn Mercury, Gemini. But you know, we're gonna stay on task. How to manifest using the moon phases and its signs. Let's get into it, guys. First off, who should be manifesting using the moon? Now, if you feel called to manifest using the moon, then manifest according to the moon, you know what I'm saying? But this is especially for us Cancer Sun, Rising, Moon, and Mercury. The Cancer is already ruled by the moon. So with that being hand in hand, obviously, especially with the sun sign being so bold, being how everybody sees you, and the rising being who you truly are, the moon being your emotions, and then your Mercury being how you think, having Cancer in those placements, you definitely want to be a person manifesting using the moon, because the moon, you are just deeply connected to the moon in a way that is absolutely unexplainable, as far as your emotions, how people see you, who you are, or how you think. Another person or another placements that should be manifesting with the moon are Pisces rising, Sun, Moon, and Mercury as well. The planet Pisces has 14 moons within itself, so it's, you know, and it's a planet that's governed by seas and storms. It also rules illusions and delusions, and sometimes you need a little delusion to manifest, or, you know, Pisces also rules fantasies, and sometimes you need that fantasy, or, you know, to live in that in order to manifest or create something, visualizing something all the way to the end. Pisces rules that, so having Pisces in those placements is going to make you a person that's perfect for using the moon cycles to manifest. Now, how I manifest using the moon is I go by the moon's signs and cycles. Now, the moon has a new cycle every week. It goes through, well, altogether it goes through 8 phases, but just on a, you know, basic level, because we have 4 weeks within a month, I just go by, you know, the basic 4, which is the new moon, the first quarter moon, the full moon, and the third quarter moon. You know, the basic transits that go through each week, and as well as what sign they are in. So for a clear example, today or tonight, right now, we are under the new moon in Leo. So what I'm going to be doing, or what I've already done, is a burning ritual, because that Leo governs fire and it's a new moon. The burning ritual that I did, I wrote down some new intentions that I want, or that I have, and things that I wanted to just release, so that I can make way into the new and just bring it in, just bringing in the new. I basically did, you know, perform a burning ritual, and like I said, it's the Leo new moon, so using that aspect of fire, as well as the aspect of bringing in and setting new attention in order to amplify and work with this moon's magic. When you're using the zodiac signs according to whichever moon phase is in, when you're using the zodiac signs, you want to do rituals that pertain to whatever element is going on during the time. So for example, let's, you know, we're in the Leo new moon, so if we're under a moon cycle that's in Leo, Sagittarius, so if we're under a moon cycle that's Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, the element of fire. We want to do rituals that pertain to having a fire going, or burning rituals, or rituals that have candles in them, using candle magic, or anything that just delves within fire. If the moon phase is under the element of air, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, then we want to do air-like rituals that pertain with speaking, like speaking out a prayer or speaking to the universe. Air or speaking is in communication, which is ruled by Gemini. So also things that pertain to dancing, movement, flow, that Aquarius energy, that free, that rebel, incense or smudging, stuff like that are air rituals. If you are working with water, which is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, then you want to do water rituals such as having a spiritual cleansing bath where you get in the water, maybe you put salt in water, or maybe you go to the river or the sea and you go by there, or you wash or bathe in there, or you speak to your water and set intentions into the water, or just anything by the water or by any bodies of movements of water. Those are going to be your water rituals. And lastly but not least, your earth rituals. It's going to be signs that deal with Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Earth rituals look like grounding, being out in nature, dancing in nature, like I said before, just being out in nature, getting a handful of nature, having crystals, or working with herbs that best fit with you or the vibe that's going on during the time. Now that we got the signs and how to work with the signs, let's figure out, or let's get into how to work with the cycles. All right, so the first cycle that we're going to be talking about is the new moon cycle. Of course, we just hit with the new moon, so it's only right to talk about the new moon first. Plus, it's the new, it's the beginning, it's, you know, it's the start. So that's basically what the new moon represents is new beginning. It's, you know, spreading those seeds out for setting intention. It is also clarifying your goals. To manifest with the new moon, you want to start by clarifying your mind and setting intention on what you want. So you want to get absolutely clear on what you want. And how this looks is through meditation. Maybe you sit down and you have moments of silence where you think about, you know, what is it that I truly desire? What is it that I really want? Like if I want a lot of money, maybe you sit down and you think about, okay, how should I plan on a business, or how should I go about doing this, or should I invest my time? And, you know, you just sit out and you start to think, you know, what is it that I really want? How does this money look on me? You know, how does my new life look with this money? Other ways to use the new moon to manifest is by creating a vision board. When you create a vision board, you get inspired, and when you have that inspiration every day, it's just that continuous knowing that something new is on the horizon. It's a powerful and perfect way to manifest. Another way to stay inspired is being around people who share your vision, or following people on social media who are like-minded and share your vision. You know, you want to stay inspired. That's that new step into manifesting. Alrighty, now let's go into the next phase, which is the first quarter moon. All right, this phase represents starting. It also represents, you know, nurturing or feeding the sprout that you have from the seeds that you spread from the last phase. It also represents taking that action or what's needed in order to just go, you know, or to making that first step. So how you want to manifest is taking action and hoping for the best. You know, and like I said, if you're manifesting money, then this new moon, things that you want to do look like, you know, starting out or launching that business, or maybe not launching it, but researching everything that you need to do in order to get your ducks in a row in order to launch, you know, things like that. Those are what you want to do. And not only just getting your ducks in a row, but staying hopeful, staying positive, staying in that mode of, you know what, things are working in my favor. Everything that I visualize towards the end, it's all going to work itself out, even though I'm working out the kinks to get there. Ways to manifest using the first quarter moon is to write out your plans. You know, get real clear on where you want to go or how you're going to start this thing. You can write out your plans, or you can write out a letter to the universe about your plans, and then you can burn it, you can give it to the water or release it in the water, you can bury it in the ground, or you can simply just speak it out into the universe as far as using that air element with it. All right, let's get on to the next phase, which is the full moon phase. I love the full moon phase. So the full moon represents harvesting. It represents, you know, just blossoming or blooming in, you know, the fruits of your labor. It represents having that fullness or recharging, and it also represents releasing, so that you can be clear on what you have, or, you know, just who you are or what's in front of you. To manifest using the full moon, you want to once again meditate. You can never go wrong with meditating. Meditating using the full moon will give you that chance to really suck up or soak up the power that's going on. You know, full moons are a great time to recharge. A lot of times you'll hear people putting out their crystals during the full moon so that they can absorb that type of energy. What better way than to put yourself out or under the new moon or under the full moon so that you can absorb this energy as well. There's no greater tool than yourself. No crystal is going to amount to the immaculate being that you are. So put yourself out there to manifest or to meditate under the full moon so that you can absorb all its greatness that it has for you. Other ways to absorb that energy, especially when you're working with the elements, is by, you know, it just depending on what full moon that is. Like, for instance, say it's a Pisces full moon, which is actually coming up at the end of this month. Okay, so if it's a Pisces full moon, maybe you want to get in tune with water, being by water, dancing near the river or sea, and just going with the flow of the beat and the music, just being out there. Or maybe you do some type of water ritual or so that sets you out to amplify and to recharge, or some type of ritual that has you outside, or anything that you could do inside, such as writing. Whatever recharges your soul, do that, you know, and do that pertaining water to amplify. You know, you want to base this truly off of your soul, off of who you are. This is a spiritual practice, and in spirituality, it's about you. It's not about anyone else. So you want to do things that really recharge your own soul, you know, that pertain to that element of water. Last but not least, the third quarter moon, or some people call it the last quarter moon. This represents releasing the old so that you can make room for the new. It represents self-care. It represents just rest overall. And I know things look a tad bit different, but bear with me. All right, to manifest using this cycle, you obviously want to do rituals that pertain to resting, or rituals that pertain to self-care. So maybe that looks like taking a nap and doing a dream ritual, or maybe you take a tea that helps influence your dreams, or maybe you do some type of glamour makeup ritual that helps you feel beautiful or enamored, or just overall in a calm state. All right, you guys, that's all the manifesting tools using the cycles that I have to give today. Thank you for tuning into my video. And until next time, you guys, stay magical. From the Moon Minister, all love. Bye, guys.